I'm going to introduce our next speaker, who is Preeti Mahurkar. And her talk is on integral education and sustainability. A little bit about Preeti. She is an accomplished author known for her insightful works, including I See a New India and I See a New Earth Rising, both part of the Heaven and Earth series, which delve into topics of conscious evolution, social issues, and sustainable development goals. In addition to her literary achievements, Preeti is a seasoned life coach specializing in integral human development, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and emotional intelligence training. With over 25 years of experience in the fields of CSR training and social work, she brings a wealth of expertise to her endeavors. Preeti's passion lies in guiding, coaching, and facilitating the professional, personal, and spiritual development of individuals, helping them unlock their highest potential. She has crafted and led numerous workshops and courses on life skills, NLP, and emotional intelligence, and has served as a visiting faculty member at prestigious institutions such as Symbiosis College in Pune, where she imparted life skills training. Moreover, Preeti is involved with the Sri Aurobindo Ashram's Delhi branch, where she is actively contributing to spiritual retreats centered around integral yoga, integral education, and human development at their Delhi and Himalayan centers. So please welcome Preeti, and I'll turn it over to you. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for your kind introduction. I'm so honored to join this esteemed panel and listening to these enlightened minds and like-minded people. But let me confess that I don't consider myself an accomplished master or a speaker, but I just view myself as a student on this path of spirituality. Like Sri Aurobindo emphasized on lifelong learning, I think spirituality is a lifelong journey. It's not a destination. It is about living in this moment, right here and right now. It's not a goal to be chased in this life or afterlife, but a practical tool to transform and express and experience the divinity through our work, through our words, through our actions, and through our behavior. So let me share my journey, a little bit about my journey, so you people will know where I'm coming from. Because today I'm going to present a vision with you all. Let me share my presentation also with you. Okay. So a little bit about my journey. My journey started very early. Yeah, can you see it?
We can see most of it. Can you just zoom out a little bit so we can see the whole page? We can't see your whole page.
Okay.
Maybe to 60% or something.
It is on 75%, yeah.
A little less so that we can see your whole page.
Okay.
We're not.
Okay. Is it? It's okay? No?
Now a little bit more, if you can, which would be ideal. Maybe 65 or so.
Yeah, I'm just doing it at 60%. Okay. Right.
Okay, let's go with that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, thank you so much. So coming back to my journey started very early. I was a very inquisitive child. I was so inquisitive that my father nicknamed me Miss Y because I was always asking questions. And though he was a very learned and very patient man, he indulged my curiosity. But sometimes my relentless questioning would irritate him. And then he would say, "One more question, Miss Y, and I'll throw you out of the window." And I would stamp my foot and, ask him, "But why?" My son still carries that tradition, and my father called it divine justice. When I was 14, somehow certain incidents happened in my life which made me question everything about life, about destiny, free will, why this universe exists, why do we exist, and all. No, since I didn't have any external guru, I turned inwards and dived into texts like the Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads, and the Vedas. But I was young, I was very naive, I was just 14. I was not able to comprehend these complex texts. And to make sense of all these complex texts, I started reading interpretations by various masters. I seek interpretations from various masters like Vivekananda, Ramana Maharshi, like Yoganand, and Sri Aurobindo. I just went into seclusion, and then this hermit phase lasted for 25 years. And during that phase, all I did was read and write. And then I came across books by Sri Aurobindo. But let me confess, when I started reading those books, they confused me. I was really overwhelmed because I was not able to understand or comprehend these complex texts. And everything was like a big cosmic puzzle for me. This karma yoga, bhakti yoga, there are so many various methods and techniques of self-realization. It was all like a big, big cosmic puzzle for me. And I was just so lost. And then when I started reading Sri Aurobindo's Life Divine and Savitri, but I must confess first, it really, really overwhelmed me. I was not actually able to comprehend, those complex traits, digression and diversions, and the complexity of language. It is only later when I started having an experiential approach that I was able to grasp the essence of his books. Like, for example, Savitri, if we read Savitri and we just go by the words, it may take us a lifetime to understand that complex text. But when I started identifying with Savitri, her pain, her agony, her quest, and when I started having that experience, ascending to higher planes to reach to our supramental consciousness, and then the descent, getting that supramental down into our life and into our daily existence by expressing and experiencing that consciousness in our daily life, then only I could understand the true essence of that epic. Similarly, when I was reading the Life Divine, unless I went to triple transformation, developing our psychic selves to reach to the supramental consciousness, and then letting it infuse and transform our lower aspects, our mental, vital, and physical aspects, and then express and experience that supramental consciousness in our daily life, then only I could understand the genius of his book, like this divine, the Life Divine's true essence. But the game changer for me was the synthesis of yoga. It was such a radical view he presented. With just few mighty strokes of his mighty pen, he dismantled the fragmented views on yoga. It was so radical. Some people dubbed him the most radical of radicals. To call it the most comprehensive, most inclusive, and most holistic view on yoga ever presented by anybody, any human in history, would not be an exaggeration, but a profound truth. The most important thing is that his view of his vision of integral yoga was not an individual yoga, but it was a practical tool to transform ourselves individually and collectively. He boldly declared that all life is yoga. Yoga means to join, to combine, to be all inclusive. And that is what I think, the vision, his spiritual gift to the world. And the vision I'm presenting today is based on his integral vision only, on this integral yoga, integral education and sustainability. So I invite you all to join me on this journey. And this vision of New Earth is inspired by their dreams of united world. And this vision not only embraces unity and harmony, but also embodies the principle of sustainable contemplative civilization. And I invite you to explore with me these timeless insights and the relevance to our lives and future of our planet. Sri Aurobindo always emphasized upon He always stated evolution of consciousness is the central motive of terrestrial existence. These words reminds us that evolution of consciousness is the heartbeat of our journey on this planet. It's a call to recognize that the path to sustainable contemplative civilization lies in nurturing not just our external world, but also the inner realms of our consciousness. He envisioned integral education that becomes the cornerstone of this vision. He aptly noted that true education must empower individuals to understand their interconnectedness with the world and the responsibility to protect and sustain it. It encompasses a holistic approach, nurturing not just intellect, but also inner awakening. The mother's teaching also echoed the sentiments, emphasizing the harmonious growth of individuals in all dimensions of their beings. And in that context, integral education goes beyond the traditional classrooms. It extends to nurturing our young minds to embrace truth without biases or prejudices and to celebrate this unity in diversity and make this diversity our strength. It is about teaching them not only to become responsible citizens, but also conscious stewards of the earth. It's an education that acknowledges the multidimensional development of individuals, physical, mental, vital, psychic, and spiritual. As we nurture our young minds, let us also cultivate their hearts for the earth. Sustainability principles deeply rooted in Mother's insights are interwoven into this vision. She too offered guidance, saying our planet is just not a resource to be consumed, but a living entity to be cherished and protected. Sustainability in this context is not a mere buzzword, but a way of life that honors the delicate balance between humanity and nature. By infusing the principles of sustainable contemplative civilization into their educations, we equip our children to be custodians of a world that is interconnected and interdependent. In our pursuit of integral education, let us embrace the wisdom of Sri Aurobindo. As I told you, his yoga means all inclusive, to integrate and to be. He was such a genius. And then the goal of integral yoga, he said, is the multidimensional growth of our spirit and being, a total transformation that is all inclusive, all embracing realization of an integral divine reality. And as I told you, what is the most important thing we have to realize and remember is that it's just not an individual yoga, but it's a practical tool to transform our life here and now. It is not aimed to realize our highest self, but a mean to express and experience our divinity in our daily life, through our work, through our behavior, through our actions. It's a radical yoga of complete earth transformation. The true message of integral yoga and the spiritual gift of Sri Aurobindo and the mother to the world lie in our ability to first transfer ourselves individually and then collectively and unite and harmonize with the entire earth, with this interconnected web of life. Together, let us remember and let us recognize that nature and evolution are inherently inclusive. Our planet has already provided us with abundant resources, yet we have created suffering due to our inability to share and care. I think the missing link is our collective unity and a will. Imagine a world where divisions fade, when there is only one earth, one race, one community, and one philosophy, humanity. This vision resonates deeply with the teachings of Sri Aurobindo and the mother, who have gifted us the legacy of integral education and yoga. Sri Aurobindo envisioned a future where humanity would evolve collectively, fostering a new, higher social order that is aligned with higher principle. By following the principle of integral yoga, integral education, embracing our true nature as divine beings, and living in an alignment with our highest truth, activating that critical mass will in turn initiate the phase transition towards a new, higher social order, an enlightened and sustainable civilization, and a new earth. This evolutionary leap would involve transcending the ego-driven and divisive tendency that dominate our current world. Instead, a society based on integral education and integral yoga would empower individuals to transcend their divisive filters and embrace unity, cooperation, and compassion as the guiding principle of their life. This inclusive approach should guide our efforts and choices. This is the vision of a new contemplative, sustainable civilization as envisioned by Sri Aurobindo, a community of enlightened beings realizing our oneness, uniting and pooling our expertise and resources as a team, and fostering a new era of conscious evolution, peace, harmony, joy, and love. As individual cells in this vast cosmic body of creation, each playing a unique role in this beautiful dance of evolution and creating heaven on earth. The world we inhabit today is at a crucial juncture. Communalism, divisive beliefs, global and environmental issues, and crises threaten the very fabric of our societies and can break the foundation of our world. But we, as conscious beings and awakened beings, have the responsibility to rise above these challenges. We have to move beyond discussions and talks and take some concrete steps now before it's too late. In a world teetering on the edge of discord and ecological imbalance, let us take collective responsibility and come together as a collective force, as Team New Earth and Task Force Peace and Harmony, to spread the message of this integral vision, that our highest truth, our oneness, our universal love, to usher in a new era of conscious evolution, enlightenment, and understanding. I believe this would be a first step towards fulfilling the dreams of individual and collective transformation, enlightenment society, and a new world by Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. They have already laid the foundation. We need to take their work further. And what I propose is time for a wisdom revolution, a revolution that empowers us to unite, not based on our differences, but on the common threads that bind us as human beings, propelling conscious evolution and creating temples of humanity, to weave together a tapestry of wisdom that honors both a shared humanity and the environment that sustains us. It's high time when we rejected the religion of hate and division and nurtured these temples of humanity, where truth is taught in its true glory and pure form, without any distortion, misinterpretations, or misperceptions. Let's imagine these temples of humanity where enlightened minds from all walks of life, from every religion, gather to collaborate and develop tools for peace and harmony. These temples, center of profound wisdom, will be the birthplace of various initiatives, studies, teachings, seminars that spread the light of our ultimate truth and its full glory. We can't change the past, but by following the principle of integral vision of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, uniting and living from our highest truth and oneness as a community of conscious and enlightened beings guiding our children, we can definitely change the future of our planet. And then, as enlightened civilization, as a team, New Earth, living from our highest truth, love and harmony, and celebrating our oneness, we can counter negative beliefs and communalism and all those ism and ideologies which are based on separation, creating a synthesis of religions termed humanism. And as we unite under the banner of humanism, let us also embrace earthism, a philosophy that reveres our planet and treats it with the respect it deserves. Our mission goes beyond eradicating divisions. It extends to nurturing a holistic way of life that harmonizes with nature. And while we are at it, as we integrate and accept and celebrate our highest truth and oneness, let us also envision a scripture of love, a compendium that gathers the pearls of wisdom from all faiths, all religions, and belief systems. Let it be a rainbow of love, compassion, and unity, a testament to the shared truth that transcends time and culture, a sacred guide where the eternal song of Krishna, the unconditional love of Christ, the brotherhood of Muhammad, and the kind wisdom of Buddha converge to guide us towards a bright future, a brighter future, a future where this scripture of love becomes the most sacred scripture of a new generation, where all religions converge and convey, and where the ultimate truth is accepted with all its beautiful, different, diverse hues and perspective. Through media and art and various initiatives, we can teach everyone what the Mother said: the essence of all religion is the same love, truth, and unity. But the call doesn't stop there. It resonates in the very core of our being, in our homes, our schools, and our communities. We must nurture the young minds of tomorrow, teaching them to embrace truth without biases, and to celebrate this diversity as our greatest strength in their formative years as they grow up being better human beings with the light of truth igniting their minds and love and compassion illuminating their hearts. For in their hands lies the power to shape a world where compassion, understanding, and unity thrive. As we tread this path, let us also remember that our goal is not to erase our differences, but to embrace them. Let's create a world where divisions and discriminations are relics of the past, where every individual, regardless of class and creed or background, has the opportunity to not just survive, but to thrive with dignity and purpose. This is a call for conscious, what we call is conscious evolution. That is evolution by choice, not by chance. A call that harmonizes the inner and outer worlds, the human and the ecological. Let us create a new earth, not just for ourselves, but for all living beings, where unity, compassion, and sustainability coexist in perfect balance. Our planet has finally come of age of centuries of discoveries, inventions, experiments, explorations, technological, economical, and intellectual advancements, and have opened doors to unlimited possibilities and potential, and have presented us a new insight and choice to choose from our collective experiences and create a better tomorrow for all. This is a glorious opportunity to take a pause, take stock of the discoveries and developments till now, ponder over the infinite potential and possibilities, and then select the best course, best processes, structures, systems, technologies, and come together to choose and create our highest potential as a global race and claim our place as the most advanced and resourceful creatures on this planet. Let us all take the teachings of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother and weave them into the fabric of a society so that we become the change we wish to see in this world. Our choices will shape the future. We are at a pivotal point in history of the world where the future of our planet would not happen by chance. Rather, it would depend upon the choices or decisions we make collectively today. The further course of evolution of our world will be determined by our conscious decisions to utilize our powers and resources intelligently and effectively for a happy and prosperous future for all. And that calls for massive reforms and transformations of the existing systems, processes, ideologies, and social economic structures. The time is just right, and we already have all that is needed, the resources, the manpower, means, and tools to create a new world. We all know in our heart of hearts that the only thing we lack is the will, is the collective will and unity to take this responsibility to create a new world that works for all. It would just take our collective will, our unity, and our wisdom to create this intellectual revolution to transform our world into a heaven on earth. It is as if this universal and creative intelligence is patiently waiting for us, human beings, to accept our highest truth and participate in this evolutionary process to unleash our full potential and possibilities and create a perfect future. The road where we are today is...
Another minute or so?
Yeah, sorry.
Great, thanks.
The road where we are today, therefore, leads us to two destinations: unconscious destruction or conscious evolution. In short, make a heaven or a hell out of it. Well, frankly, I ask you, do we really have a choice? A new earth is arising, a new earth is emerging as millions of us are awakening to our spiritual and human potential, individually and collectively. A collective wisdom body that has been built over the years by our collective human efforts and intelligence calls us to share our gifts and pool our expertise and resources to bring out the glory of an individual and collective magnificent future. A glorious future that calls us to collaborate effectively and intelligently to create a social revolution that is not destructive but constructive and would fulfill the promises of the past and our collective potential. Together, then we can create the force. Our collective mind and consciousness will create, express, and experience the word that has never been expressed or experienced before. Individually, we may feel overwhelmed by this mammoth task of changing the world, but collectively, we can make a world of difference by simply accepting our truth and being what we are. Before doing anything, we just can be what we are, accept our oneness, accept our highest truth, and work as a collective force to create a new world. As individual cells in this vast creation body, we can play a role and create heaven on earth. But how do we do it? That's the $1,000,000 question. How do we do it? So, as Sri Aurobindo always emphasized, living a divinized life as human beings, or rather, what I prefer to call humanized life as divine beings, as that is our true essence, our highest truth. Because too often we treat this human life as a cheat life, like those cheat days when we are dieting or when we're gymming, because we use them an excuse for errors or justify misdeeds. And then we have these separation based egocentric filters through which we perceive and shape our consciousness and life. Though this may seem trivial to us, but come to think of it, all crises or problems in the world today, whatever problems we are facing today, whether it's personal, professional, communal, global, they can be attributed to these distorted separation and ego-based personal filters and perceptions. So the question is how to avoid and overcome these ego-based perceptions and filters. So Sri Aurobindo and the mother have already provided us with tools and reminders through their symbols, such as the triple transformation, developing our psychic selves to attain that supramental state and allowing it to descend and transform our lower aspects, mental, physical, vital. This surrender, this transformation allows us to become perfect instruments of the divine, expressing and experiencing it through our actions, work, words, and behavior. The mother symbol offers us what I call divine filters, contrasting with the ego-driven filters that typically shape human life and consciousness. So we can always check what filters we are using. It is humility, receptivity, goodness, generosity, peace, or it is jealousy, or separation, or egocentric, emotions or feelings. Which filters we are using. The first step, I believe, will begin with us by transforming ourselves, by using these tools and techniques and these symbols and the reminders, by transforming ourselves and becoming the perfect instruments of Sri Aurobindo and the mother, and then collectively as a community of enlightened beings, the torchbearers, the flag bearer of their vision of a new world, and teaching that all life is yoga. This oneness, this inclusive approach, this inclusivity is the ultimate yoga, which is Sri Aurobindo and the mother's spiritual gift to the world. And by following and fulfilling their vision would be our gift to them. This, what I believe, is our spiritual inheritance and the legacy we need to carry forward as their children and the followers. Let us remember that a new word, a word of unity, love, and conscious evolution awaits us. We are standing at the threshold of a brighter future, where Sri Aurobindo and the mother's dream of a united world, their spiritual gifts, individual and collective transformation become a reality. As we embark on this journey through their teachings, let their wisdom be our guide, guiding light. Let their wisdom guide us. So now, let's ask some essential questions. If not here, then where? If not in this sacred moment, where will we begin this transformative journey? If not now, at this crucial and pivotal juncture, when will we take the first step? If not we, united as a one enlightened community or global family, who will fulfill their integral vision and dreams of a new world? So I invite you all, let us all become harbingers of the light, the bearer of the wisdom, and the architects of a new world, where love, compassion, and sustainability reign supreme. We owe this to Sri Aurobindo and the mother, and to our future generation. And I think that history will always remember us for the courage to make the right choice at the right time. I leave you with the words of Sri Aurobindo and the mother, echoing through the corridors of time, guiding us on this path of conscious evolution and unity. A new light shall break upon the earth, a new world shall be born, and the things that were announced shall be fulfilled. Thank you. May our collective journey towards integral education, sustainability, and a harmonious world be blessed with success and enlightenment. I salute the divine in you all. Thank you so much.